Hey everybody, so my name's Gaming Freak 271, or my personal name's Brandon, and I'm going to talk a lot today, well, right now, as I'm driving. I'm going to talk about losing a loved one, losing a parent. I lost my mom. I'm only 25 years old. Jesus, these potholes are insane. And I lost my mother in August. It was August 23rd of 2019. A little bit of a backstory. My mom had pneumonia. She had kidney cancer, and she had congestive heart failure. So she was getting punched 3 times. She signed herself out of the hospital against all doctor's orders, and she passed away. She didn't make it. Losing a family member, in my opinion, is very hard. It doesn't matter if you're close with that family member or not. It doesn't matter if it's your mom, your brother, your second cousin, your half cousin, your friend, even your friend. It still affects you whether you want to admit it or not. Me and my mom were never very close. Well, we were in the beginning. Unfortunately, I got in the way of our relationship. I was a very, very bad person. I was horrible to my mom for many years. And I finally had kids. And when I had kids, I learned you need to let things go. You can't hold on to things. You're always going to be miserable. And that's just the way it's always going to be. My mother raised me to be a respectful, caring young man. Through the years of me saying that I hated her and wanted nothing to do with her, I called her a drunk many times. She struggled with alcoholism. We all struggle with things. I was able to accept my mom for who she was towards the end. And that's what you need to do. You cannot stay angry or mad at your parents, regardless of the situation. I witnessed my mom getting abused. I witnessed my mom being a drunk. I witnessed all these things. My mom hit and almost killed somebody being a drunk driver. But you know what? My mom, at the end of the day, always told me not to be like her. Learn from her mistakes. My mom made a lot of mistakes, of course. But she taught me and she told me, that I should always just be myself. No matter what, I should be myself. And I should just do what is best for me and my family. And I think that's really what matters, is that my mom, she wanted me to do the best, and she cared about her grandkids. That's what brought us close together. When I had my little girl now is almost going to be a year. She's 9 months right now. Ooh, she's big too. She's a big girl. She's beautiful, and I love her greatly. I just cannot believe, what having kids can do. Having kids really can save a family. It helped me and my mom reconnect. And it's funny because my mom's initials are the same as my daughter's, and it wasn't even on purpose. It was completely on accident. But my mom taught me so much, and going through this experience, if it's one thing that I honestly 110% can say, it's do not harbor on the past. You harbor on the past, obviously there's certain things like you shouldn't let go or forget. But you cannot harbor on the past certain things. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do you anything. And I've learned that throughout my adult life. It doesn't do anything. Here we are. It was August 23rd. She passed away. Here we are. What is it? March 3rd, I think. It's 3/3/20. And it still feels like it's yesterday. I'm going through all her stuff today because, it was warm in New York today. And I finally got the courage. Like, it's time to do it. And I'm going through all of our things. And I say our because some of the stuff there are pictures of me and her. I would never throw those away. I would keep those forever, and I honestly would die with those. But the clothes and things, the things that she would wear, I was going through today. I donated some things. I threw some things away because they were gross or they were just old. My mom kept literally everything of mine. She kept Valentine's Day things, that I made in school when I was fucking 5 years old. I was 5 years old. And she kept them. And she she made it a point to keep every single one. You know, she went ahead and when we were fighting really bad, she had made a envelope. And the envelope contained some things where, you know, it said, this isn't to annoy you, this isn't to harass you. You know, she gave me everything that I had ever given her. And she never sent it to me. And that's what's scary. She never, ever sent it to me. She kept it, and I think that she did not send it because she really thought that all hope was lost in our relationship. You know, she didn't think that it was salvageable. And honestly, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it just was not salvageable to her. Reading that stuff now, I'm just turning the heat down, reading that stuff now and looking at it and seeing all the stuff that, you know, she comprised together for me to see, it realized how much she actually made. She actually really did care. As often as we fought and argued, she cared about me. And I care about her. I still do. You know, I was sitting with my daughter and my girlfriend, who I love both of them dearly. My two sons were sleeping. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I never get to call her again. I never get to speak to her again until the end, until my end. And I love my mother to death, and and this is where I'm going to get choked up here, because at 25 years old, I didn't think I'd have to deal with this. I didn't think I would have to go through this tough time in my life. I mean, of course, thanks to her, I'm very well off now. You know, I was able to purchase a car with complete cash. You know, I have a home now that's mine, for my kids, which again, I can't thank her enough for, you know, the things that she's done for me. But yeah, the moral of this video, man, listen, tell your mom you love her tonight. If you're fighting, put it aside. You know, you're in the middle of an argument, who cares? Text her, just say, I love you. That's it. Listen, man, I'm going to start doing these more often. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, whatever we do here. If you guys like this, cool. If not, give me some hate, you know, but tell your mother, dad, brother, uncle, cousins, sisters, brothers. They're your friends. Tell them you love them, because tomorrow you could wake up, you could be at work, and you get that call. They're gone.